Radio, here we are Thursday at Kawama in Varadero, Cuba. It's still fairly coolish. There's still a red flag on the beach. We have yet to go to the beach. It's been red flagged every day, but maybe they'll change it to yellow flag later on. We're going to go see Lugo at the market today to get the license plate. And we have our COVID test to return home at 10 o'clock this morning, which cost us $80 Canadian. Boy, that was a thrill. And just had breakfast. There was a big long lineup for fresh eggs, but screw that, I wasn't going to line up. Anyway, we'll see what the day brings, and onward and upward. Right, we just had our PCR test. I didn't go back very far.
Well, I didn't go back very far, and he didn't dip it into the juice first.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, there was this woman in line, Chatty Cathy, just a fountain of misinformation. She never shut up the whole time. We were in line an hour. I hope I never see her again. Anyway, it's now about 11 o'clock or so. Just after 11, we stood in line for an hour. Apparently there's some other thing we have to do once we get the results, but we'll talk to the Air Canada rep and see what happens. Anyway, now it's time. Oops, I gotta lock this. How do I lock this? I'm still figuring this new camera out. Oh, there we go, first person view. Time for a beer.
Yeah.
So, to be continued. Okay, so it's lunchtime. It's actually past lunchtime. It's about 1:30, but we spent a couple hours at the beer bar drinking beer. It was quite enjoyable. But anyway, we're here waiting for some cutlery so we can go inside and pick up something for lunch, and then we're gonna go down to the market to see Lugo and carry on for the afternoon. To be continued. Radio, here we are at lunch, I think, and very delicious. I had some clams and some pescado and some corn, and there's a guy who was sitting at the table next to us smoking while he ate, and the smoke was blowing right across us. Then he finished eating, and then he lit another fucking cigarette while we're sitting here eating. Just totally entitled and rude and inconsiderate of other people. In other news, the beach is open. The red flag is gone. There's people down there. There's umbrellas open. So we're hoping to hit the beach at some point, perhaps when we come back from the market and go see Lugo. Anyway, good news. Okay, Nancy's baffed, so we're taking a cab back from the market to Kawama. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you flip this thing around? Anyway, it's a 1957 Chevrolet, and I'm still trying to figure out how to flip this thing around. It doesn't seem to be working. Anyway, okay, so I'll turn it around. So Chevrolet 1957. Here we go to Kawama. 1957 Chevrolet with a Garmin GPS. Yeah, you gotta love it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I must have this thing in the wrong mode. Anyway, there you go. Okay, so we had our meeting with Lugo at the market. We had to take a cab back because just baffed after drinking beer all morning and had lunch and everything. And boy, that scooter's heavy. Next time I take a cab, I'm gonna have to break it into two. I had to fold it up, of course, but break it into two. We came back to the hotel, and there was ear-bleedingly loud music. We were sitting on the balcony, and the music was just, it would make your ears bleed. It was so loud. It was just incredible. But then they turned it down. Now they're doing bingo, so it's a little louder. But
Water ballet show.
oh, and there was a water ballet show, yeah. Yeah, water ballet. But anyway, it was just nuts. It was just nuts. I don't know why they think they have to play music at 3,000 decibels constantly, all the time. So I doubt if we will come back to Kawama. This is time number 4 for us, but I doubt if we'll come back because we're just not into the, you know, head-pounding music. It's just fucking nuts. Just nuts. But anyway, we're here now, doing a little coloring on my tablet, and having a, what am I having? Cubata. Having a cubata. We're meeting Alexei at 7 o'clock. It's now about 5:30. So he's changing my kook for me and into Cuban pesos. So we'll see what happens later on. Radio, end of the day, had a bit of supper, saw Alexei. He changed 60 kook for me. I got 1140 or 1135 or something like that Cuban pesos, so I lost a bit on that transaction, but he had to do it at a bank, so I only got 24 Cuban pesos per kook. It is what it is. At least I got something I can use, because kook is just, you know, fire starter tinder after the end of the year. So, that's it. End of the day. To be continued in the morning.